Have you ever seen machines so massive they can flatten trees in seconds? This is the world of extreme forestry, and it's nothing like what you imagine. And hey, if you're into forestry, machinery, engineering, or just love watching powerful machines in action, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Welcome to a showcase of the most powerful, modern, heavy-duty logging equipment on Earth. Built for rugged terrain and harsh weather, these machines are the backbone of the timber industry. This channel brings you real work, real machines, and real power every single week. Let's get into it. Deep in the forest, operations start early. Crews rely on machines like the John Deere 959M, one of the most capable feller bunchers ever built. It's designed to grip, cut, and stack massive logs with a level of precision that's almost robotic. Next, you'll see the Ponzi Bear Harvester, a beast of a machine known for its size, speed, and smart processing. Every movement is controlled with a joystick and assisted by AI software that maps the terrain in real time. Some of these machines can harvest an entire acre in under an hour. Modern forestry isn't just about power, it's about efficiency and precision. The cabins are high-tech, featuring climate control, panoramic glass, and ergonomic controls. These operators work in comfort, but their work is demanding, exact, and highly skilled. You're watching real logging professionals handle multi-million-dollar machines with the finesse of a surgeon. The grip strength of these harvesters, over 25,000 pounds of force. They grab, lift, spin, and slice trees like they were toothpicks. Some harvesters can process a log every 5 seconds. Think about that. From tree to trunk, trimmed and stacked, all in less than a minute. And when it comes to loaders and forwarders, we're talking about true monsters. The Komatsu 895 can carry over 20 tons of timber in a single load. Meanwhile, the Tiger Cat 880D is made for steep slopes and wet conditions, with a rotating cab and insane stability. Forestry doesn't stop when it rains, or when it snows, or when it's minus 30 degrees Celsius. These machines work 24/7, 365 days a year. And now let's shift to the sawmills, where raw timber becomes valuable lumber. Inside a modern sawmill, everything is automated. Logs enter on conveyor belts, scanned by 3D lasers, and sorted by size and quality. AI determines how each log should be cut for maximum yield. Massive circular saws spin at over 3,000 revolutions per minute. In less than 30 seconds, a single log is turned into dozens of planks. From there, robotic arms stack the lumber into drying racks. This process minimizes waste and maximizes profit. And yes, many sawmills today are fully carbon neutral and powered by renewable energy. Sustainable logging is not a dream, it's happening now. Let's not forget firewood, a whole other side of timber production. Watch this. High-speed hydraulic splitters breaking through logs up to 36 inches wide. Every 3 seconds, another piece of firewood drops onto the pile. These machines are fast, loud, and brutally efficient. Some are trailer-mounted, others are fully mobile, designed for off-grid or remote operations. With a decent firewood processor, one person can produce several cords of wood in a single day. It's the kind of gear that makes work feel like play, if you love machinery, that is. And we know you do. From mobile sawmills to compact log splitters, technology has made it possible for individuals to run professional wood businesses from anywhere. There's even handheld gear now with GPS guidance and digital cut optimization. Forestry is evolving fast, and if you're not watching, you're falling behind. That's why we're here, to show you what's next. Every week, we dig into the most incredible machines working in the forest. And believe me, we've barely scratched the surface. Next up, self-loading log trucks, fully autonomous haulers, and remote-controlled processing stations. Yes, it's real, and yes, it's awesome. Let us know in the comments. Which machine impressed you the most? Was it the giant harvesters, the sawmill automation, or maybe the log splitters tearing through timber like nothing? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already, now's the time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the next beast in action. We're just getting started. Logging isn't what it used to be, It's faster, smarter, and more intense than ever before. This isn't just cutting trees, it's precision forestry. It's high-tech lumber production, it's industrial innovation at full throttle. So whether you're a logger, a machine enthusiast, or just someone who loves seeing giant equipment do epic things, you're in the right place. And just when you think you've seen it all, the machines keep getting bigger, faster, and smarter. Forestry tech is advancing at an unbelievable pace. In Finland, engineers are developing fully electric harvesters with zero emissions and whisper-quiet operation. These machines can process timber without disturbing the surrounding ecosystem, ideal for sustainable logging. Meanwhile, in Canada, we're seeing autonomous drones assisting with forest mapping and growth analysis. They fly above the canopy, scanning vast areas with LiDAR, thermal sensors, and real-time data relays. That data goes directly into smart harvesters, which adjust their cutting strategy on the fly. This is artificial intelligence in the woods, and it's not science fiction. It's already happening. Let's talk chainsaws, but not the ones you find at the hardware store. We're talking about 6-foot bars, twin-cylinder power heads, and hydraulic assist starts. Some of these saws are so powerful, they require a 2-person team to operate safely. They're used for felling massive hardwoods in places like British Columbia, Siberia, and the Pacific Northwest. Then there are grapple saws, huge mechanical arms mounted on trucks, capable of trimming entire tree lines from 50 feet away. One operator, one joystick, a whole forest handled from a seat. In mountainous regions, logging helicopters carry trees straight out of the canopy. They hover, lock in, and lift whole trunks out without ever touching the ground. It's expensive, but when the terrain is too rough, it's the only option. Now let's dive into safety. Because when you're moving 10-ton logs, safety is everything. Modern forestry cabins are armored, sealed, and built to absorb shock from falling branches or machine impact. Cameras and sensors give 360-degree vision. Operators wear biometric trackers to monitor heart rate, fatigue, and reaction speed, all to reduce risk. Some sites even use AI to predict dangerous conditions before they occur. Imagine your machine telling you to stop and rest before you make a mistake. That's how far we've come. Even the boots are smart now, equipped with pressure sensors and GPS locators in case of emergencies. And yes, forestry is tough work, but the tech is making it smarter, safer, and more rewarding. Let's go global. In Brazil, massive tree plantations are harvested using fleets of autonomous skidders. In Sweden, modular sawmills are shipped to remote regions for temporary but powerful operations. And in Australia, bulldozer-mounted shredders clear burned forests after wildfires, prepping the land for recovery. No matter where you are, if there are trees, there's a machine built to work with them. And if you're wondering what happens to the waste, think again. Wood chips are turned into fuel pellets. Bark is processed into mulch or compost. Even sawdust is collected for particle board and paper pulp. Nothing goes to waste in a modern logging ecosystem. The circular economy in timber is real, and it's profitable. Let's step into the firewood frontier again. There are now mobile apps that sync with your log splitter. They track output, temperature, fuel levels, and alert you when maintenance is due. Efficiency meets convenience, even in the woods. And for DIYers, there are entire communities online trading blueprints for custom log processors and portable sawmills. People are building their own machines from scratch, and they work. Forestry isn't just industrial now. It's personal, creative, and increasingly digital. Let's not forget the role of training. The best operators in the world are trained on simulators, just like pilots. Massive 4K screens, force feedback joysticks, full control panels. Trainees learn to operate million-dollar machines in safe, controlled environments before ever touching real equipment. This reduces accidents, saves money, and gets people up to speed faster. Forestry is no longer about brute strength. It's about control, intelligence, and awareness. And now, as we zoom out, take a moment to appreciate the scale. Thousands of machines, millions of trees, billions of dollars, all orchestrated by people like you, skilled, focused, and built for the job. Let's look ahead, Because the future of forestry is already being built. Autonomous machines are no longer a theory, they're in the field right now. Self-driving forwarders follow program paths, pick up logs, and deliver them without human input. These machines use a combination of GPS, obstacle sensors, and onboard decision-making to navigate forests with precision. One operator can now supervise 3 or 4 machines at once. It's not science fiction, it's the new standard. And what about energy? Forestry is going green fast. Hybrid engines reduce emissions while increasing fuel efficiency. Some newer machines run entirely on electric power, using solar-charged battery stations on site.
Silent, clean, powerful, and perfect for operations near wildlife habitats or residential zones. Energy storage is getting better too. Lithium-ion packs, supercapacitors, and even hydrogen fuel cells are being tested for forestry use. We're watching the birth of a low-emission, high-performance industry. And the software? It's insane. Fleet managers use centralized dashboards to monitor every machine, every worker, and every tree. If a harvester slows down, they see it instantly. If a part overheats, they get an alert before failure happens. Everything is tracked, measured, and optimized in real time. Logging has become digital. Even maintenance is smarter now. Predictive diagnostics can forecast when a component is about to break, before it causes downtime. Replacement parts are 3D printed on-site in mobile service trucks. The result? Less waiting, more working. Let's not forget custom fabrication. Some forestry crews now build their own attachments and modify machines to fit unique terrain. Rocky slopes, swampy wetlands, frozen tundra. There's a machine for that, or there will be once they build it. It's an industry shaped by innovation and necessity, and the people behind it are just as impressive as the machines. Operators, engineers, mechanics, planners. This is skilled labor at its finest. It's problem-solving, decision-making, and coordination on a massive scale. There's a brotherhood and sisterhood among those who work in the woods. They know the risks, they respect the process, and they take pride in every cut. Because it's not just about harvesting trees, it's about managing a resource, protecting the ecosystem, supporting families, fueling industries. Forestry touches everything: construction, paper, furniture, energy, packaging. You name it, wood plays a role. Even high-tech devices rely on wood byproducts for packaging and sustainable insulation. It's not just a job, it's a foundation. Now let's go back to the ground. Ever seen a chainsaw mill in action? One person, one guide rail, one massive slab of timber sliced into perfect boards. It's slow, it's loud, and it's satisfying to watch. Some of the most beautiful tables, counters, and furniture pieces come from these hand-milled cuts. It's craftsmanship, powered by raw muscle and spinning steel. And then there's the future of control. Wearable tech is entering forestry. Exoskeletons assist with heavy lifting and reduce strain. Augmented reality goggles overlay tree data directly into the operator's field of vision. Glance at a tree and see its height, species, age, and optimal cut angle. That's forestry leveled up. You're not just operating a machine anymore. You're commanding a system, supported by data, sensors, and smart tools. And guess what? It's only going to get more advanced. Soon, entire logging sites will be simulated in VR before the first tree is touched. Crews will train on the exact terrain, pre-plan every move, and predict every risk. That means fewer surprises, fewer injuries, more results. And while machines evolve, so does the gear. Lightweight chainsaw-resistant fabrics, smart boots with terrain feedback, helmets with HUD displays and noise-canceling comms. Safety isn't an afterthought anymore. It's integrated into every step. This is forestry redefined. And the best part? It's still hands-on, still dirty, still powerful, still real. No matter how advanced we get, we'll always need the grit, the guts, and the know-how to make it all work. Because at the end of the day, a machine is only as good as the person behind the controls. There's something timeless about forestry. It's one of the oldest industries in the world, and yet, it never stops evolving. Every generation brings new tools, new knowledge, new respect for the balance between nature and necessity. Because yes, we cut trees, but we also plant them. We reforest, manage growth cycles, and protect watersheds. Sustainable logging isn't a slogan, it's a strategy. And for those who work in it, it's a way of life. You wake up early, you feel the cold, the mud, the weight of responsibility. You rely on machines, but you never forget the skill in your hands. You solve problems fast because downtime isn't an option. You take pride in clean cuts, smart moves, and staying safe. This is more than just equipment. It's a culture. The rumble of an engine in the morning, the steam rising from warm hydraulics, the sound of a perfect chain bite through dense hardwood. If you know, you know. And if you don't, now you've seen it. This world is not for everyone, but for those who love it, there's nothing better. It's quiet in the woods until it's not. Machines come alive, logs crash, saws scream, and yet, it all moves with rhythm, purpose, control. That's the beauty of modern forestry. Chaos, tamed by design. Now imagine where it's going next. Fully electric fleets, AI-controlled cutting zones, zero-waste production chains, timber transported by autonomous convoys and processed by modular pop-up mills near the harvest site. No hauling, no delays, just instant transformation from forest to frame. And the humans? Smarter, safer, better trained than ever, operating from smart cabins, remote hubs, and wearable tech stations. It's the dawn of a new era, but it's built on the roots of hard work, grit, and tradition. We're not replacing people, we're empowering them. We're not cutting forests to destroy, we're managing them to last. And as long as there are trees to grow and build from, there will be machines to work with them. And people who know how to do it right. You've just witnessed some of the most advanced, intense, and extreme forestry equipment on the planet. But trust me, there's even more coming. Next time, we'll dive into rare custom builds, record-breaking machines, and forestry tech you didn't even know existed. So, if you haven't already, now is the moment. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and join thousands of people who live and breathe machines, work, and power. Drop a comment. Let us know what blew your mind the most. Only custom-built tracked harvesters can handle the thick underbrush and unstable soil. Each pass must be carefully planned. The environment is fragile and every move matters. In the highlands of Papua New Guinea, the terrain is vertical and muddy year-round. Teams use cable logging systems to lift timber out of the jungle, swinging logs across valleys by pulley and winch. It's old-school tech, refined with modern control systems and drone coordination. In the Arctic North, permafrost creates massive challenges. Machines operate in sub-zero temperatures, where hydraulics freeze and metal becomes brittle. Specialized oils, heaters, and insulated cabins are the only way to keep moving. In some parts of Russia and Mongolia, ancient forests are logged with Soviet-era machines that have been rebuilt dozens of times, still running, still working. Because in the world of logging, nothing goes to waste. Even machines have second lives. Let's talk rare trees. African blackwood, used in fine instruments. Lignum vitae, the densest wood on earth. And pink ivory, once reserved for royalty. Cutting these isn't just about power. It's about precision, control, and care. Mills processing exotic woods use slower blades, special resins, and advanced stabilization chambers. Because when one slab is worth thousands of dollars, there's no room for error. Now, who builds these machines? Behind every harvester, chipper, or grinder is a team of engineers obsessed with performance. They test new metals, redesign hydraulic lines, and optimize torque curves for different loads and tree types. Some machines go through 5,000 hours of field testing before release. They're pushed to the limit, uphill, underwater, over rocks and roots. If they survive, they earn a badge of reliability. And then there are the operators who push them even further. We've seen veterans do things with a joystick that seem impossible. Balancing 10 tons of timber on a slope, threading trees between narrow gaps, running full speed without breaking stride. Every tree tells a story. Its rings speak of droughts, floods, sun, and shade. When you cut into a tree, you're not just harvesting wood, you're revealing history. That's why professional loggers treat the job with respect. They know the difference between reckless cutting and responsible forestry. They understand which trees to take and which to leave. They see the forest not as a target, but as a system. And when the machines roll in, it's not destruction, it's management. Because modern logging is more selective than ever. With AI mapping, drones, and satellite data, entire harvests are planned to avoid overcutting or damaging growth areas. This precision ensures the forest grows back stronger, healthier, and more diverse. Let's talk about the wood itself. Each species has its own character. Pine, fast-growing and flexible. Oak, dense, stable, and rich in grain. Cedar, aromatic, insect-resistant, and beautiful. Maple, spruce, beech, ash, hickory, all with unique roles in construction, music, or design. Loggers know how each one reacts under the blade. They know the sounds, the resistance, the scent of fresh-cut grain. This is craftsmanship at an industrial scale. And it doesn't end with the cut. From forest to mill, each log is tracked, tagged, and transformed with intention. Nothing is random, nothing is wasted. Even the bark has a use. Even the smallest chip gets recycled. This is the new face of logging. Intelligent, sustainable, and future-driven. It's a fusion of nature and machine, man and metal, working in sync. Some say forestry is just labor, but we know it's an art form.